My name is Ed Frawley. I own Leerburg.com. I produce dog training videos, and I have since 1982. I just finished producing a video titled Training Your Dog to Come When Called. It's over 5.5 hours long. It has 80 videos in it. The video you're about to watch here is only 3.5 minutes out of the videos that are in the course that help you figure out how much pressure to apply on your dog if you ask it to come and it refuses to come. Because that's a real critical thing. The people that buy my videos are not buying my videos because they got a well-trained dog that comes every time he calls them. They buy my videos because they got their back to the wall and they got a problem with the dog that won't come when called. I broke this course down into small steps to teach you how to start from the beginning and end up with a dog that'll come every time you call. So, with no further ado, we'll start talking about it. So in this segment, we're going to talk about adding pressure, or corrections, whatever you want to call it, to your dog when it refuses to come. There's a couple of things that I need to be very, very clear on here. We don't correct our dog unless it 100% knows what we're asking it to do, and it refuses to do it because it's more interested in something over there or something over there to coming to us when we ask them to. There will reach a time in training where every trainer is going to have to figure out how to deal with this. But before we talk about the different types of corrections, I want to tell you what I feel the definition of a correction needs to be, because that's important. With me, it's changed over the years. In the beginning, I would correct my dog and say, with the mental attitude, I'll teach you not to come when I tell you to come. That was the wrong attitude to have. The correct attitude for correcting your dog is the purpose of a correction is not to punish the dog. The purpose of a correction is to get a behavior change. And if you get a behavior change, you tell your dog good, or thank you, or whatever you want to call it. That's key. When you need to do corrections, don't get mad. The first thing you have to learn, and especially men have this problem more than women do, but men get pissed if their dog doesn't do something they think it should do. So they have to ask themselves, have I done a good job training that? Does that dog really understand what I'm saying and it's blowing me off? If the answer is, I'm not sure, then the answer to that question is no, I probably shouldn't be correcting it. I should go get him, put him on leash, and either put him away and think about my mistake. But if the answer is yes, he knows what come means, and he's not coming because he's more interested in that over there. Then you have to do a correction or add pressure. And what kind of pressures are there? Well, one can just be a pop on the leash. How hard depends upon the environment you're in, the distraction your dog is faced with, the level of training that your dog has, and the temperament that your dog has. For example, my little Chihuahua, Pip, wears a harness all the time still. We haven't transitioned her into a collar. We will. But she's a tough little bugger. I mean, I can give her a correction, and it's one of those on the collar. I can pop her when she's got it on her harness, and she can look at me like, you want something? What do you want? Or if it's a correction, some dogs can look at you and think, that's the best you can give? Pip doesn't do that yet, and she won't. But I can give Pip a pretty good little pop on the leash when she totally blows me off. And if I did that with Kaya, my secretary's dog that you've seen in here, the one that's really kind of got a real soft temperament, if I did that with him, it would devastate him. It would wreck my relationship with him. He wouldn't want to come to me. He wouldn't want to interact or engage with me. That's important. So read your own dog. Know your own dog's temperament.